You've got an insane amount of power. Why should we trust you? You shouldn't. That's the vibe when you're talking about OpenAI, a company that's out here literally reshaping how we think about the future. But behind all the shiny new tech and world-changing ideas, there's drama, betrayal, and some wild business moves. Trust me, this story, it's one you won't believe. From power struggles to billion-dollar deals, this is the crazy tale of OpenAI, a company that went from for the good of humanity to we're in it for the money faster than you can say artificial intelligence. So buckle up, because this isn't just about tech, it's about the people behind it. And those people, they're just as wild as the tech they're building. Let's rewind a bit. Meet Sam Altman. If you don't know him yet, you should. This guy's the one who turned OpenAI into what it is today. But Sam didn't just wake up one day and decide to build a global powerhouse. Nah, this guy started from the bottom. Back in the day, Sam dropped out of Stanford, started a company called Looped, an app for sharing your location. This was way before the iPhone even existed, so it was a tough sell. Sam spent nights living off ramen and ice cream. I'm talking full-on scurvy levels. Yeah, scurvy. But he pushed through it, man. Eventually, he joined Y Combinator, which is like the Ivy League of Silicon Valley startups. And guess what? Paul Graham, the founder of Y Combinator, took a liking to him. He said something about Sam that honestly sounds like something out of a movie. He said, "Sam is so good at gaining power, you could drop him on an island full of cannibals, and 5 years later, he'd be their king." Pretty wild, right? By the time Sam was 30, he was the president of Y Combinator, and that's when the real magic started happening. Fast forward to 2015, Elon Musk, you know, the guy who sends rockets to space and builds electric cars, is straight up scared about AI. He's like, this could end humanity. We need to slow down. But here's the kicker. He's talking to Google's CEO, Larry Page, and Larry's like, nah, you're being paranoid. Can you imagine? Google, with all its power, just brushing it off. So what does Elon do? He makes a bold move. He teams up with Sam and a couple of other tech geniuses to build something that could rival Google, a company called OpenAI. Their goal? Make AI that's not just powerful, but safe. They're not about profits. Nah, they're about making AI that can benefit humanity. And yeah, they're going all in on the idea of open, meaning AI that's transparent for everyone and not hidden behind corporate walls. But here's the twist. They're also trying to break Google's hold on AI talent. With Elon putting up $1 billion, Sam orchestrating the whole thing, and Ilya and Greg bringing the tech skills, OpenAI was born. They said, we're here to create AI for the good of the world. No strings attached, pure vision. That was their pitch, and everyone in Silicon Valley was watching. But you know how Silicon Valley goes. The dream, well, it changes when the cash runs low. Fast forward a few years, and Elon leaves OpenAI in 2018, but it's not a happy exit. Elon wanted to take over. He wanted to make OpenAI a part of Tesla. The board? Nah, they weren't having it. So he pulled out, and the $1 billion pledge? Gone. Now, OpenAI's got a problem. They need money. So what do? They go from a non-profit to a for-profit company. Sam, the CEO, says it's necessary. He argues they can't build something this big without money. But here's the kicker. OpenAI then starts licensing its tech to companies, and that's when things start getting messy. Remember how OpenAI was all about being the alternative to big tech? Yeah, that whole we're here for humanity vibe kind of fades away as they make a deal with Microsoft, the company that has everything, billions of dollars, insane computing power. They're suddenly partners. And the question on everyone's mind is, wait, is this really what they set out to do? But let's not get lost in the drama. OpenAI isn't just about boardroom battles. They're out here changing the world. In 2020, they released GPT-3, a language model that's so good it almost feels like magic. GPT-3 can write essays, answer questions, make jokes, the whole deal. And if you didn't pay attention to it back then, well, you should have. But here's where the real fun begins. ChatGPT. OpenAI releases it in November 2022, and at first they're like, oh, this is just a low-key preview, no big deal, right? They thought maybe 100,000 users would give it a shot, but in 2 months,
ChatGPT hits 100 million users, fastest growing app in history. Yeah, you heard that right. ChatGPT is everywhere. And here's the thing, the tech behind it, it's only getting better. People aren't just using ChatGPT to chat, they're using it to do homework, write code, even help with mental health. It's changing how we think about everything. But with all this success, not everyone inside OpenAI is happy. The company's safety team starts raising red flags. What happens if ChatGPT gets into the wrong hands? What about cyber attacks? What about fake news? People start getting concerned about OpenAI pushing out super powerful AI without thinking of the risks. And let's be real, no company is perfect. So a few employees jump ship and start their own thing, creating a new company called Anthropic, focused on AI safety. But that doesn't slow OpenAI down. They're moving at lightning speed. And then it happens. November 2023. Sam Altman, the face of OpenAI, gets fired. Can you believe it? Fired! And how does it happen? Well, it's a mess of bad decisions, power plays, and some sketchy moves. The board says Sam wasn't honest with them. He lied. They said they lost confidence in his leadership. Boom, he's locked out. But here's the twist. The employees revolt. They start writing petitions. They threaten to leave unless Sam comes back. And just like that, the board's got a full-blown mutiny on their hands. And then, Sam's back. In just 5 days, he's reinstated as CEO. The board members who tried to kick him out? Gone. Sam's holding all the cards now. So, what does this all mean for the future? OpenAI's been through the ringer, but they're still standing. And Sam's vision for AI? He believes it can solve some of humanity's biggest problems: poverty, disease, maybe even climate change. AI's future, as Sam sees it, is all about creating abundance for everyone. But with all that power, there are some serious risks. AI could solve big problems, or it could create chaos. The AI race is far from over, and the next big player, China's DeepSeek, is stepping up, and the stakes are higher than ever. So, who's going to win the race? Who's going to control the future of AI? No one knows for sure, but what we do know, we're all going to feel the effects. And hey, this video, all made by humans. But who knows? Maybe AI will take over the next one. Either way, hit that subscribe button and let's see where this wild ride takes us.